So, up? What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another video on the channel, and today we will take a look at Citizen Skyline 2. This is actually kind of a fun game. It's basically like SimCity. I did a video before on it, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit comparison to the regular Skyline Citizen that came out a long time ago. And these are two kind of different games. The first one I played a bit, and I also played this a bit. And the graphics overall in this is very much a lot better than on the regular City Skylines, the first one. As you can see, the detail and everything in the actual city and the houses and everything is much more complex, I would say. It also demands a lot more of your computer. So basically I'm running a 3070 and the ray tracing on, so, and an i9. So you need to have a pretty good graphic card to even be able to run it like this graphics. And I even toned this graphics down basically, which is quite insane. The thing that differs a lot from the first one, from the first city's Skyline, is that the Sims, the only thing they messed up a little bit with this one is that the Sims, they basically, like, they walk and everything, and the cars move and everything, so that's basically no difference than the old one. The simulation, though, is a little bit whack. The bigger your city becomes, it seems like the simulation slows down a bit for natural causes. But if you're not picky about that, it doesn't really matter. The cars and everything is also a lot more detailed, as you can see, than the first one. The first one was more like a cartoonish graphics, I would say, more. This, I think, has ray tracing. I'm not sure, but I think it has ray tracing in the options. I think I saw it in the graphic options. There's one thing that is a little bit also weird when they updated, like, do a new game like this. And the Sims in the city, they don't really visit parks and stuff. So, for example, if you build a park or a stadium or something like that. I think I have a stadium over here. Like a soccer field of some sort. Let's see where I have it. I think I built a soccer field here, for example. In the old one, it was a big stadium, for example, you could build. With full of people and everything. Like this you can just hear. So they just added voices. They didn't add like a simulation to this, which I think is kind of odd. I wish they added like soccer players for this stuff, so you can see the actual people in playing or something. They had that in the old City Skylines version. I went back and played the old City Skyline last night, and I like it, but when you get into this, that is looks a lot better, and it is a little bit more complex about the buildings and stuff, and the cars in general. I felt like it was kind of going back in time, and this interests me more than the old one. There is also a lot better stuff you can build in general. There is one thing that is really a highlight with the old City Skylines, though. You can have like a stadium, and every time they win, you basically get like the city get money or people get happy. So how your sports team does affects your overall economy, which is a cool concept in that regard, in that old City Skyline. I need to build some more houses in this, I think. My economy has just been booming with this, but in this game, there's also a difference between this game and the old game. In this, you just build. You never really have to worry about like the economy. That in that sense, as long as you build different or weird buildings, you will get stuff will generate money. I built some oil over there. My problem now is I don't have enough people that is of age, so like they have too few employees for my business. I basically just boomed the city with businesses to end up with the bar, like the demand of business being high and the demand of people being high. This was just level out though if you let the city build itself. What I noticed in this new one is that you really misdo yourself a favor if you build too much, because the game takes a while for it to simulate through the changes. For example, if I build a residential area here, maybe one person will become out of this residential house, but with time, maybe you will have 5 people living there, which means a lot more workforce for the places. I had a lot of people working on this oil thing. I have 3 of these. At least I have 3 of these working now with some kind of employees. Only 1 out of 2 though. 1 out of 18. For example, I built like a car factory over here and a pharma. You see there, 15 out of 711 and 11 out of 1400. But that didn't have anybody before. The oil is still working to produce stuff. Here, this I built like 2 months ago in the game. So that's how long times it takes for it to really employ more people. So I think the overall simulation in the old game is a lot faster than in this game. This has simulation up to, I would say, if you have like, we could increase the mail. Usually people in this game get so happy when we are able to do mail stuff. It's insane. But the businesses and everything in this game is depending on mail. So if you build new areas, put mail there, because that will increase happiness and it will also increase the business flow. I didn't even know that, but after a while I was like, why isn't this working, and and I figured that if you look at the processing of mail, holy smoke, my mail rate is really bad. I need to build like a port sorting facility. So that's like 50,000 a month. I basically need like 5 of these to even hold it up. So let's build one of those. The mail can be one of those simulation bugs. I don't know. That is kind of bugged, because let's see how much that's increase. There is a couple of things in this new game that is bugged for sure. They need to employ people, and then this will go up, so the processing will go up a bit. It should go up about 50,000 when this is in use totally. So basically 75,000 per month, if that, when all is employed and efficiency work on the thing. So that should cover the mail rate in my city. This is like the old island, and this is like the new one. Yeah, but these totally 2 different games, I would say. They went for more for the SimCity comic look in the old one, and in this they went for the old how it basically looks today. If you walk into a city and see the skyrise and houses and everything. I had one that was 200,000, but as I said, this is kind of buggy game, so it kind of freaked out that I think it was 216,000. It basically, the simulation stopped, and even though they updated the game, nothing happened. Basically 1 second was standing still. It was like 8:39 for like 5 hours. No, but for maybe like at least 1 second was like maybe 5 seconds. So that adds a lot to the total time. 1 second should be 1 second in this game. If it stops, basically it's something weird. I think the simulation on this one is pretty good in one sense. I still think it's working. Sometimes you can see on the planes. If the planes goes pretty fast, like if you zoom them out, then you know, like that turn, for example, is all. You can only spot it if you play this game, but you can see on the planes when they turn, if that's faster than like a regular simulation, if you go down to the street, for example, then you know it's working. But I also think that the game simulates certain growth when it has to do, and sometimes it's just slowed down. Maybe it's part of the game. I haven't figured that out yet. When it's standing still, maybe the stimulation goes slower. What is there more? As I was saying, I think there's more unique buildings in this. You can do some stuff so you can actually unlock stuff, like unique ones. Basically, that's sometimes the goal when you build a lot of stuff, to get the unique buildings going. This one is super hard to get, like high density buildings. I don't know how you even get that. I think maybe in the end, when you build all these unique buildings, you can get it. It's amazing, like my workforce still has. Why do you start a video when you have like the frying like your kitchen on? Jeez, I was smelling something weird. I was oh shit! I had a pan on. I wanted to make that video before I ate, so this whatever. But this it was just a comparison between. I like doing this kind of videos between these two. But as I said, more iconic buildings. I think the intersection was in the old one as well. But the scale is much more different. I think they have a little bit more parking stuff as well. And in general, the water system and everything is much. It's more detailed in this. Once you figure out how you should do, the most important thing is to get water treatment plant, because that will basically solve any issue you get with water for a large city. Sewage treatment is the water treatment plant, so you can just build a new one of those. Wastewater treatment plant is also one of those. Yeah, that was one I said, right? No, it was the pumping station. But if you want to waste, you do the water waste treatment plant, and that will burn away all the sewage, so you won't get that brown spots. And I'm pretty happy with this. I hope the simulation works for a bit in this one. I don't want to rebuild one more city, but it's you usually have to do in this game because it's so glitchy. Hopefully my booming soon, the amount of people living here booms again. They did a 50 gig patch on it, so they changed a couple of things in the game to make it better. But I will leave you with that, guys. That was just a comparison video in this City Skylines 2 compared to City Skylines that was out before this one. So enjoy, like, subscribe if you like the videos, and I see you in the next video. And here's my peace, and this is my stretch too. Look at that. Yeah, so see you in the next video. Peace out.